Hi everyone, welcome back to Artcheck's YouTube channel. My name is Mr. Galan. Thank you so much for joining me today. In this week's little art bag, we are going to be painting! Painting. I absolutely love to paint. So, I know this week's gonna be fun. I know you're gonna have a great time. You're gonna have the opportunity to paint on a whole bunch of different materials. So what does that mean? You'll get to paint on some paper. You'll get to paint on some wood, right? You'll get to paint on a canvas. How cool is that? Super exciting. And you can even paint on a picture frame. So you might be wondering, what am I gonna watch in this video? I'm going to teach you some great techniques and give you some helpful tips on how to make some paintings. Before we begin, let's review the materials. Here's our little art bag with all our painting goodies. Let's go and take a look. Here are some of the materials you'll be painting on. You can use a plastic cup and water from home. Remember, you can pause the video at any time, so let's go ahead and get started. The first step is to wake up our paint. In order to wake up our dry paint, we're gonna need to add some water. Dunk your brush in water and add that water to your cup of paint. You're going to need a good amount of water. Once you've added water to your paints, let it sit for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, check on your paints. If they're still dry, continue to add water to each one. As you add water, you'll notice it'll begin to loosen up. This is good. Make sure you clean off your brush really well before you grab your next paint. Add more water to that paint if needed. And break up the dried paint so it turns into a soft batter texture. Continue to add water to your paints if they need more. Wait another 5 minutes if you need to in order for the water to break up your paint. After this, we're going to get started on painting. Let's begin with the picture frame. That little piece of wood I'm holding is to hold up your frame when you're finished. The first technique we're going to learn is called stippling. You'll need your large piece of wood called a dowel. Use your dowel and stick the thick side of your dowel into any color paint you want to use to decorate your frame. The thicker end of the dowel will allow you to create large dots. As you continue to watch this video, you'll learn how I turn the dowel over and use the thin side to add small dots inside my larger dots. Before you do that, you'll have to clean it off on your paper towel. Now, notice how I've turned my dowel over and I'm using the thin side, kind of like a pencil. Dunk your dowel in any color and add smaller dots in your bigger dots. Have fun changing up the colors. Feel free to decorate your frame however you'd like. You can also paint on some paper and frame your artwork with this frame you've also painted. Notice how I dunk my brush in water and wipe the excess water on the rim of my cup. Then I lightly dab the extra water on my paper towel before I start dunking my brush into paint. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to blend colors. You do not need to make a sunset, but you can if you want. I'm going to start off with some yellow paint. After I've added on my yellow paint, I want to work quickly and grab the next color before my yellow paint dries. Let's fast forward and see how we use the next color. The next color I'm going to use is orange. I know that yellow, orange, and red are warm colors, and they blend really nicely together. You can also use cool colors like blue, purple, and green to blend into each other too. I'm going to show you two ways on how to blend paint. You can use a clean brush and brush back and forth where your yellow and orange meet to blend the two colors together. The other way is to dunk your brush into more yellow and add yellow right where your orange and yellow meet. Now that you've learned how to mix colors, enjoy creating your own paintings. In this next video, we're going to learn how to mix the color brown. In order to mix the color brown, you're going to need the three primary colors: yellow, red, and blue. The first color we're going to use is yellow. Dunk your brush in a lot of yellow and place your color on that mixing plate. When you're done, clean your brush in the water before grabbing your next color. Now, grab some red. You need very little red. If you grab too much, just put some red back in your paint cup. Again, clean off your brush in the water. Lastly, we'll need some blue paint. You'll need very little blue paint. So you should have a lot of yellow, a little bit of red, and a tiny bit of blue. Let's mix all of these together to make a nice light brown color. All right, we're ready to paint our dog. When your painting's dry, you can use a Sharpie to outline your lines if you'd like. We're done! I hope you've enjoyed this week's painting projects in your little art bag. My name is Mr. Galan. Thank you so much for watching Art Trek's YouTube channel. Until we meet again, have a great day.